Menace to Society. I'd never watched this movie before, and wow, I was pleasantly surprised. What I saw, I was not expecting. It's kind of the complete opposite of what I thought the movie was going to be, kind of like Fight Club, but this time it reversed my expectations in a pretty good way, I'd say. I thought this movie was going to be in the hood and the typical trying to get out of the hood. And it is like that, but there is a lot more to it under the surface. I did not think I was going to care about the characters as much as I did, considering this movie's only an hour and a half. And usually, when I watch these kind of movies, I have a great time watching them because I really love that era of LA and the whole, gang banging area. I watch a movie. I love rap music. Obviously, I'm not a gangster myself, but I really like these kind of movies. And I wasn't expecting such a not super deep message, but this movie had a really good way of conveying the message to the audience without shoving it down your throat. Long story short, the message is if you're in the hood, you got two choices. You either die or go to jail, or you can get away. One or the other. And if you have that chance, take it, because if you don't, you're not gonna go anywhere in life. You're gonna either end up dead or in jail and just selling drugs the rest of your life. So the movie starts off with a bank robbery scene, and let me just say, this fucking movie, man, probably the best, even straight like compared to Straight Outta Compton, when it comes to direction and like how the movie looks and how everything is shot and planned out. It is fucking beautiful. Isn't even the word. It is masterful. I'm not sure who directed it. I didn't look it up. It said at the end of the movie, but I didn't catch the guy's name. But whoever it was, you did a 10 out of 10 job. I think the direction in this movie helped a lot. It really, really helped create suspense. Really, really good build up. Like, really good build up. And on the plus side, this movie starts and ends when it needs to end. There is literally not one scene in this movie that I did not enjoy. There's not a scene that feels like, oh, I could take that out and it would make the movie better. The pacing is just perfect. I was never, never, never bored. All the characters have such a big part. Especially, there's one character, I forget his name, and he starts off in the hood. And he's more of, instead of Jesus, he's more into, Buddha and that kind of thing. And that kind of religion. And he's trying to enforce it on everyone else that, praying to Jesus ain't working for you. You should probably start praying to fucking Allah or another god, and hopefully your life can get back on track. And he's not in the movie a lot, but when he is, his point of view really helps, and it does benefit some of the one character specifically in a pretty good way. And like I said, I wasn't looking forward to actually caring about the characters, but this movie isn't all just about gangbang. It's literally about Kane trying to get out of the hood. He starts off a pretty generic gangster living with his grandparents. He's just selling drugs. But he's not going out of his way to look for violence like his buddy O-Dog. O-Dog is just fucking ruthless. A dude fucking... Some homeless dude is trying to just get $2 from him and he shot him. Like, he does so much ruthless shit in this movie. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, but O-Dog kills like 5-10 people in this movie. He doesn't get shot once. And Kane's the more calm, reliable guy. Yeah, he might go rob a guy for a set of wheels, but he's not going out and... He doesn't kill anyone throughout the whole movie. He might shoot a guy once or twice, but he doesn't kill anyone. And you kind of see his character development, and you see why he wants to get out, and he's making an effort. So it's It's not like he's making us feel bad for him and he's still sitting there selling drugs. Like, he really is trying to get out of the hood, and I really appreciated how they handled that. It wasn't corny or glamorized. None of this stuff is overdone. It is just perfect. And the ending just it's such a good ending. It's a bit predictable, like you kind of know he's going to die, but at the same time you don't want to see him, especially he's just about to leave to start a new life. But at the same time, in Kane's opinion, he thought even if he moved to Atlanta with his girlfriend, he's like, I'm still the same person, still gonna end up doing the same thing. I'm still black, blah blah blah. And I just think they handled it really well, especially his death scene at the end. It really, really, it's not powerful, moving, but it just shows that people can change their life around and get out. And for a lot of the time, for like everyone else, it's too late. And that was Kane's case. It was way too late for him to get out. He could have got out, but the reason that he got shot was because he banged up this girl that wasn't his girlfriend. Earlier on in the movie, he says he wore a condom. I'm assuming he didn't, if the girl's pregnant. And she gets her cousin to go after him. He beats the shit out of the cousin, and then the cousin comes, does a drive-by, and kills him. So it's not like he got killed over fucking gang banging, and he didn't get killed over selling drugs. He got killed because he banged this dude's cousin, and he didn't want to look after the kid, and he was trying to take off, and the cousin's like, fuck that, and comes back and kills him. And it could have been, like, it might not sound like much on the surface, but I'd rather much that than him getting killed in a fucking gang war or something corny like that. They just handled it so good. Very digestible movie, not forgettable whatsoever. It's nothing groundbreaking as of right now in 2022, but you got to think about when this movie came out back in the 90s. Like, it's probably one of the first gangster movies other than Boys in the Hood. Same director. But yeah, that's who the director is. John Singleton. Now I remember. But yeah, that's my review of Menace to Society. I really, really, really enjoyed it. And if you're not into like gangbang movies and all that, I still think that you should give this a try, because that's not all it's about. And there is killing, but there is a lot of good character building, good dynamics between everyone in the gang, showing how just everyone is different. Some of these people are ruthless, but they still have a bit of good inside them, especially Kane. He hasn't killed one dude. I know he's selling drugs. It doesn't make him the best person, but if you're just selling drugs, I mean, it's pretty, I think you can turn your life around, and that's what he was trying to do. And obviously he didn't make it out. And if he did make it out, I mean, the ending might not have been as impactful, but really well-made movie. Like I said, directing on point, pacing on point, acting is fucking top-notch. And yeah, that is my review of Menace to Society.